Good morning, PMPT family. What we're gonna go through here is your morning routine. Now, we love to do the morning routine for so many reasons, but the top 3 reasons are gonna be as follows. Number 1, doing the morning routine on a daily basis is really gonna help you define what you need to work on, along with the self-assessments that we've recorded in the unit section. But what you're gonna be able to do with the morning routine is literally have a conversation with your joints on a daily basis. So that's gonna allow you to become a little bit more aware of what areas get a little bit sticky as you get through the week. Number 2, we want you to build up this habit as a routine in order to maintain the ranges of motion that you have. Now, a lot of the reasons why people start to get stiff and tight and lose mobility is because they're just not providing enough input on a regular basis. So by adopting this morning routine, you've established beautiful habits for your joints so they can stay nicely lubricated, which leads me to the third point, which is articular or joint health and longevity. Now, a lot of people that come up to us and really express their worry or their anxiety over becoming a little bit older and starting to lose their ability to use their joints is a real fear. However, if you start to implement beautiful practices in maintaining or really doing these joint rotations on a regular basis, then you can mitigate a lot of these issues that people deal with later in life. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're basically gonna go top down morning routine, and we're gonna go basically 2 reps per side. And all I want you guys to do is just go ahead and follow along with the video. Anytime you have something show up, whether it be pain, be stiffness, be cognizant of it. And if it's something that's really a red flag where it's painful, write that down later on, so then we can later address that with other strategies. All right, so let's get it going. All right, so in the morning routine, we're not really looking for crazy tension, just like our really intense mobility flows that we provide in other lives or other exercises. This is really a chance for you to just wake up your body, okay? So we're just really looking for low grade tension throughout the whole body as we perform each body part, okay? So the first one we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the neck, okay? So what I want you to do is create a little bit of tightness into your fists. So we're not talking about bearing down, but let's just say about 20 to 30% of that full tension. So tighten up here, pull the ribs down, nice and slow. Let's bring that chin all the way down to your chest. Now from here, let's go ahead and scrape that chin across the chest to the right shoulder, nice and slow. We're gonna bring that ear back to the right shoulder blade. And then from here, we're gonna pretend we have that laser pointer. We're gonna move it across the ceiling and rotate and go to the left shoulder and come back to the center. And then let's go ahead and do that again. Scrape across the chest to the right shoulder, right ear to right shoulder blade. And then from here, let's scrape that chin across the ceiling all the way to the left and come down and back to the center. One thing I want you to note, when you go into the extension, take note if you feel any tightness, if you feel any pain in the back side of this area, you want to make sure you don't barge through it, but rather skip that range and then continue with your circle, okay? I'm going to do the next round here from the side view just so you get a different view, all right? So nice and slow. What I want you to do is go ahead and tuck the chin all the way down at the chest. I'm stopping short of my microphone, but I want you guys to bring the chin all the way down without opening the mouth. Slowly rotate. Let's go to the left now. Scrape across to the left. Left ear to shoulder blade. And then now scrape that ceiling. So you notice here I'm in extension, but you don't, if any of you have any of that pain, stiffness, blockages here, what you're gonna do is just get out of it and then continue down. Okay, so again, nice and slow, scrape across the chest, left ear to shoulder blade, back to extension, and here. Nice work, everyone. Good. Good. So this is gonna be important if you're spending a lot of time on the computer or your phone. it's important to be training all these ranges because a lot of our time is going to be spent here forward, okay? So good work. All right, so now we're going to do shoulder blade. So just a reminder, when you're going through this routine, you don't need to be in these kneeling positions that I'm performing it in. You can literally be standing up. You can sit down, one or the other, it doesn't really matter, just as long as whatever we're working on is the true intention, okay? So let's go ahead and do shoulder blades. So let's arms out in front. I want you to pretend that you have a laser pointer coming out of the side of your shoulder and it's going on the wall or on the wall in your home. And imagine yourself drawing a big circle with the shoulder blades, all right? So let's go ahead, arms out, nice and slow. Let's bring the shoulder blades up to the ceiling, up to the ears, pull it back. Drop it down, roll it forward, bring it up. That's one, pull it back, drop it down, roll it forward, and bring it up. Good. Now, again, let's make sure that we don't flare the ribs, we don't arch the lower back, keep that tail tucked, ribs down. Let's go ahead and reverse. So shrug it up, reach it forward, pull it down, pinch it back, bring it up, forward, down, pinch it back, pull it up, and reach it forward. Nice work, everyone. Good, good. All right, so now we're gonna head to the shoulder, all right? So we're gonna focus here on the right arm, left hand. Go ahead and just kind of hug the rib cage. This is gonna be your detector if you're flaring from the ribs. We wanna make sure that we maintain that nice neutral spine position, all right? So palm up here, reach across your body, get that bicep to kiss the chin, bicep kiss the ear. And once you get past the ear, this is where you're gonna look at your bicep and you're gonna rotate it as you continue to reach back into extension. Again, let's do it here. Bicep to chin, bicep to ear. Now from here, let's really think about rotating that bicep around. So if you watch me from here, it's this. I'm reaching back into extension, and I end right there, all right? So now we're gonna go reverse direction. So I'm gonna pull my shoulder blade back a little bit, and I wanna rotate that shoulder without dumping the shoulder blade forward. So we're gonna go ahead and rotate internally, reach back into extension as far back as you can, and then unwind that shoulder. And come back, bicep to ear, bicep to cheek, bicep to chin, and come back. All right, again, let's rotate, reach back, unwind, bicep to ear, cheek, chin, and back down. All right, good work, good work. Now let's go ahead and go to the left side. So we're gonna go ahead, bicep to chin, bicep to ear, rotate that bicep as if you're wringing out a towel as you reach back into extension. All right, let's do that again. Bicep to chin, bicep to ear, and start to reach around and come back. Good. Now let's reach back into extension. Rotate, unwind that bicep to ear, bicep to chin, and back down. Let's do that again. Let's give you this view. Let's go ahead and internally rotate, reach back, unwind it, bicep to ear, to chin, and back down. Good work, everyone. Good work, good work. All right, so now we're gonna head down to the elbow. So I'm gonna get a little bit closer so you can maybe see. All right, so elbows extended. All right, so now from here, I want you to squeeze the elbows as if you're doing kind of like a bicep curl. Now from here, only at the elbow, go ahead and rotate into pronation, full extension, and then you're gonna open up those elbows, making sure that you're not rotating at the shoulder joint, just the elbow. You can feel the bicep to see if it's opening up like this. We don't want that to happen. We want the rotation just happen from the shoulder, from the elbow, okay? Now we're gonna go ahead and reverse direction. So palm down, Flex the bicep and bend it. And now from here, let's open up. Good. Open. Good. Turn again. Squeeze it. And here, open and come back. Really important one to do, especially throughout your day as you're working on a keyboard. A lot of us are maintaining a bent elbow throughout the day, so just kind of getting that elbow to open up is going to be really crucial, okay? All right, next one's another important one, so we're going to go ahead and do the wrist, okay? So what I want you to do is elbows pinned against the cage. I want you to pretend as if you had, your favorite, your morning coffee right on your forearm, and you didn't want that to spill, all right? We don't want that unpleasant experience. So you're going to maintain the coffee right here, and we're going to make sure that the movement comes right from the wrist joint, okay? So what we're going to do is fingers are going to be nice and straight. Coffee's on your forearm, nice and slow. Let's go ahead and bend the wrist back as far as you can. So if I give you the side view, it's going to look like this, okay? All right. Now from here, bring it towards the pinky. Bring it up. Try to keep those fingers straight as much as you can. And then to the thumb. Again, it's another joint circle on its outer limit. So I really want you guys to try to tap into your outer limit of your range here. This is going to be pretty tough, okay? So go back around and come back. All right, reverse direction. Let's bend it back towards the thumb. Pull it up, pinky, and again. Nice. And back to neutral. All right, good work, good work. So now we're going to go right into the thoracic spine. So get your yoga block, get your pillow. Let's put that guy right here in between. And if you're standing, same thing. Put it between the knees so we don't get contribution from the hips. All right, so I'm going to give you side view first. So let's go ahead and cross. Nice and slow, one at a time. Tuck the chin. One by one, you're going to curve into that letter C. Good. Now once you're there, curve into that C. Slowly squeeze out, rotation to the right. Nice and slow, bring that right shoulder blade to the back pocket. And one by one, you're trying to get extension in the upper back. Slowly rotate to the left, drop that blade down to the left back pocket, and come back around. Okay? Rotate again. Drop it down to the back pocket. Get that one by one extension. Come around, left back pocket, and come back center. I'm going to work that side angle now. All the way through. So here, one by one, tuck. Good. Now turn to the left, squeeze it out, left side bend, extension one by one, rotate to the right, side bend to the right, flex forward, come back, and one more again. Good. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Good. Good work, everyone. Good. So, again, just a reminder, this is the morning, right? We're just priming our body, right? We're priming our body in order to be ready for the day. So, again, just take note of how stiff you are. Certain areas, highlight the certain areas that you need help or attention in, okay? So, we're going to keep it moving. We're going to go right to the spinal wave. So, let's go into all four position, all right? So now what you're gonna do is we're gonna start here at the tailbone. One by one, we're gonna start to tuck. One by one, get that full flexion. Once you're there, we're just gonna go 2 breaths here. So what we're gonna try to do is put the air right into the back part, to the upper back. So you're gonna take a nice breath in. And breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Okay, from here, tailbone, one by one, take it up. One by one, try to get each segment to get some extension. So at this point right here, we want to pretend as if you want to show the sternum or your chest bone to this wall here to get that upper back extension. All right, good. Now from here, tuck the tail, one by one. Try to get more flexion segmentally. Good.
All right, 2 more breaths. As you breathe out, push into the floor a little harder. Breath in and breath out. Nice. All right, return. Take the tailbone, point it up. As you start to travel, get that sternum or chest bone on that wall to get upper back extension. And good to go. All right, good work, good work. All right, so now we're gonna move this on right to the hip, okay? So we're gonna, again, the hip can be in standing, the hip could be in quadruped like so. Just find a position that you feel comfortable with and perform it there. I like the variance of alternating between quadruped to standing on different days, but that's really up to you. But we'll help guide you through this process. All right. So let's get it going to this hip. Okay. So from here in quadruped, and what I'll do is I'm going to do this first round on the left side in quadruped, then I'll do the other one in standing. Okay. So nice and slow. Let's bring that knee to elbow. Make sure that back is nice and straight. Now knee and ankle out to the side. Now slowly rotate the hip as you start to punch up to the ceiling. Good. Again, knee to elbow, knee and ankle out to the side, and slowly rotate as you punch up. Good. All right. Now we're going to punch up to the ceiling, making sure we don't get arching in the lower back. Punch it up. And then from here, reference point is your knee. Rotate that hip as you bring that knee to elbow. Good. And again, punch it up. Rotate and bring it in. Nice. Good. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a stick just for balance, and this is something that you guys would do. Hold on to something so this balance doesn't become a big issue. But what I would like for you guys to do is create a little bit of tension on the stance leg. So tightness here on the left leg for me, ribs down, nice and slow. We're going to bring that knee up. Stay up nice and tall, don't lean back. And then nice and slow, bring the knee and ankle out to the side. And then from here, drop the knee about 2 inches. Now rotate as you punch back, okay? So I'm going to go through that again. Nice and slow. Bring the knee up, out to the side, and then slowly rotate as you punch back. All right, good. Now return. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck the tail, tighten up the other side, bend the knee, reach back into extension, knee and ankle towards the side. Now from here, reference point again, rotate around that hip and come back to the center. Again, punch back, reach out, and slowly rotate and come back. Nice work. So that was the hip. Good work, everyone. All right, so now this is going to be the knee and the ankle. So what I'd like for you to do is go ahead and feel in where the kneecap is. Slowly bring your fingers down the middle, and you should feel kind of like a bony extension. And that bony extension is what we call the tibial tuberosity. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to keep your heel on the ground, and all I want you to do is just perceive the movement. Okay, what that means is you're going to go ahead and rotate it, relax the ankle, and rotate the knee or this tibia out to the side and feel for that. Rotate in and feel for that. So just detect the movement. Once you've found the movement, then we're going to go ahead and go into the full knee car. Okay, so I like to have, and if you have a hard time sitting up tall, you can lean against a wall so you're not fighting that resistance. And then what you can do is you can do a little hook grip. So right knee, right arm goes under, right hand goes right in the elbow crease, and then this hand's gonna feel where that tibial tuberosity is. So now what I want you to do is go ahead and bend the knee. So squeeze the knee in, rotate this in as far as you can. Now really wring it out, and then from here extend the knee, then rotate it out and bend it again, and then rotate. So again, it's another joint circle. Rotate out, bring it in. Good, now reverse direction. So flex, bend the knee, rotate it out, extend it, rotate it in, bring it in. Good, rotate out, extend it, and rotate it in. There you go, good. Now let's do the other side. Good work, everyone. Okay, so same, use the right hand, feel the tibial tuberosity, relax the foot so you can find rotation in the knee joint. One little tip is when you rotate it in, if you feel like the inner part of your hamstring, that's the muscle in the back, if you rotate it in, you should feel the inner hamstring pop into your finger. When you rotate out, feel the outside back. If you rotate out, you should feel the back outside muscle really work, which is the lateral hamstring, okay? So you can do that to feel if you're actually doing it correctly, all right? So let's go back into it. So let's bend the knee, rotate in, extend, rotate out, bring it in, rotate in, extend, rotate out, bring it in, okay? Opposite direction, rotate out, bring it up, rotate in, bring it in, rotate out, bring it up, and rotate in, and bring it down. Nice, all right. So now we're gonna finish off with the ankle, and also we'll probably do, probably also gonna do the toes, all right? So you guys get exposed to a little bit of the toe work, which is gonna be really crucial when we talk big toe and foot function, all right? So I'm gonna give you the side view here. What I want you to kind of find is your end range of plantar flexion. So if I bring my heel all the way to my butt, you see how easy it is for me to hit the ground? I want you to get to the point where you're barely skimming the surface. That's where I'm gonna want you to start, okay? So once you find that, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the front view now. All right, so now what you're gonna do, point the ankle down. Once you're there, from here, I want you to pretend as if you had that laser pointer. You're gonna draw the circle around the room with just the ankle joint. Excuse me, in the knee, we were looking for this to move. Now with the ankle car, we don't want that to move at all, okay? So you can keep your hand right on that bony extension as you go through the ankle cars, okay? So let's go ahead and point ankle down, nice and slow. Scrape it across, bring it up. Now you're gonna fan it to the outside and bring it down. And again, rotate, bring it up, go to E version, point it down. Good, opposite direction. So E version, bring it up, rotate it in, point it down, and then again, let's scrape it. There you go, good. This one is surprisingly tough. A lot of times people have a hard time maintaining just ankle motion, and they do a lot of the knee cars along with it. So just make your range of motion a little bit smaller if you're having a hard time, okay? All right, so same thing, find your end point. Come on, for me, it's right about there. Okay, from here, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it in, bring it up. I'm gonna evert it out, point it down. Turn it in, bring it up, rotate it out. Good, now opposite direction. Bring it out, rotate it in, down, and one more time. Out, and up, and back in. Nice work, okay. Grand finale. All right, so this is gonna be more for kind of just toe function. Now, all we're looking for here is being able to control each individual toe, okay? So what I want you to do is go ahead and start by pushing the big toes down into the ground, and now I want you to try to bring the 4 up, okay? Now, 4 up, 4 down, okay? Now, bring the 4 up again, and then one at a time. Do your best. Piano key it back down. So one at a time, starting from the pinky toe all the way back to the second digit. And you'll notice I even have a hard time with that. But man, if you saw this 3 years ago, you'd be impressed. So know where you are today. Toe function is the biggest thing. Some of you might be, ending the video by now, but the thing is, the foot, ankle, and toe complex is one of the most important things that people need to be working on, because it is what gives us information from the ground when we walk and run and sprint. So pay attention to your feet, because this is going to be a big topic in our group, all right? So now from here, 4 toes down on the outside, and then slowly bring those big toes up. And like I said, what you'll see is your ability to bring your big toe straight up versus deviating out to the side when, and a lot of times when people have bunions, which I'll raise my hand, I have kind of almost like a bunion formation on the left side. It wants to deviate here, but I'm fighting it to maintain its center point, okay, and come back down. Big toe function is huge, because with walking and running, we need extension. So extension is this guy here, okay? So pull it up and pull it down. Let's go. 2 more. Bring up the big toe. Maintain the 4 down and back down. And 1 more time. Bring it up and back down. All right. So that concludes your morning cars. So as you guys get better, you won't need to be as slow during the progress of this, all right? You'll get a hang of it. But again, the idea is slow and control, but you'll be able to knock through these routines pretty easily, all right? If you like using the video to follow on, by all means, please use it. But if it helps you to kind of just go through it your own as well, that's fine with us. The goal is for you to learn how to do this so you can build up some good habits, all right? So if you have any questions, by all means, please hit us up. Let us know what you need help on. And from there, we'll just, let's build up the good habits, all right? So everyone have a good day. Let's be positive. Let's express some good gratitude. And you guys take care of it, all right? Peace.